Hello everyone, it's Dollcure and today we're going to do another little haul. I don't know if this will be considered a Dollcure vlogs or not, probably just a haul. Now let me know if you like my lashes or not. I'm trying these new lashes. I find they look like a little cartoony, so I don't know how I feel about them, but let me know. I'm channeling like Winter Wonderland today, and also another doll that I'll be showing now. It's not really her makeup, but it's like giving the vibe. So first up, we have this Bratz doll that I found at Value Village. Now her hair was actually so messed up. I fixed it up a lot. Like it took a lot of TLC, like a lot, and Head and Shoulders. It was crazy. It's still kind of messy, but it's a lot better than what it was. I should have documented, but I didn't. So anyways, she still has her earrings. I couldn't identify her in the store because the way they had her hair, and I hate when they do this. I hate when they do this. The Value Village where I live is really bad for this. They'll like block their hair on their face so you can't, like without ripping the bag, you can't like, you can try to move the hair a little bit, but it's really hard to like look at their face. And even if you're not a collector, if you're a kid, most kids want to see their face. Like most kids. I feel like at least I would have wanted to see the doll's face, like, and you want to know if there's anything wrong with their face too. Anyways, I could move around enough that I saw her face was okay and it didn't look like I had her, and it was really bugging me that I could not identify her. I could not for the life of me, and it took me a while to identify her too. And I know a good amount of Bratz, so I was like, why can't I identify her? And it was bothering me. But the main reason I got her was actually for this outfit. Now I do have this top, but I do not have the shorts and I do not have these slippers. And this outfit is actually the second outfit to Bratz Sweet Dreams Yasmin, who I do have, but she has a haircut. This is Sweet Dreams Yasmin with a haircut. She should have really long hair. And this is the top. Now I had the top, obviously. This one's a little bit faded. And it seems a little bit longer too. But I didn't have the shorts and I did not have the slippers. And I had her in different shoes, and like I want to dress her up like a slumber party, so this outfit will definitely do it. Now, whether or not they had the Sweet Dreams doll in the back or if she sold, because this is a surprising amount of pieces for a doll that they didn't have there. So also the person might not have donated that doll. I don't know. There was some other Bratz stuff there as well that I didn't end up getting, like a Bratz Baby. I think it was the Bratz Baby Dancer line. Like this is the Bratz Babies, the movie Dancers. This is my childhood Yasmin. I already have one, so I didn't feel like I needed another one. I think it was a different character. It might have been Chloe, but I can't remember. Anyways, I'm being very picky about what I collect these days and the Bratz I collect because I don't have an infinite amount of space and I just want to be picky with my money and with my collection and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if I'll be keeping her. I might sell her at the doll show. This is the Bratz Neon Pop Stars Yasmin. It took me a while to identify her. She does have her original earrings, and her face exactly matches the Neon Pop Divas. Sorry, I was adding Star, but yeah, it's from the Neon Pop Divas line. There's Sasha, Chloe, Yasmin, and Jade in this line. I'm not particularly fond of this line. It came out in 2008. That was around the time I stopped collecting them, I believe, when I was a kid at least. So yeah, I don't know if I'll keep her or not. She is really pretty, her face, but it was mainly for this outfit and shoes. And also, and I don't see this happen a lot, but they also had some shoes in that bag as well. So we got some shoes, we got some Yasmin feet, like Yasmin skin tone color. Here's these gold strappy heels. And then we've got some Chloe skin tone colored, I believe. And I believe these are actually from the like Magic Hair line, I think at least. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure about these ones, what they're to. These ones and these ones. It's cool that they included feet. I don't see that a lot. So anyways, we found her, which is I always get excited finding Bratz at the thrift store. Whether or not I'm actually looking for them. That's why I couldn't leave her there, and her hair was messed up and I felt bad for her, and I wanted the outfit, I wanted the shoes. Again, I don't know if I'll keep that doll per se. I might end up selling her, but I wanted to buy her at the time, so I did. And she was only $3.99 Canadian. So that's a steal. I did fix up her hair a lot though. It was a train wreck. And my second haul item is actually something I got from Poshmark. Now, I love Poshmark. I think that you can find a lot of things you're looking for a reasonable price. You know, sometimes there are some expensive listings, but a lot of the times, if you really actively look like every single day, multiple times a day, I know that seems crazy, but if you're a collector, that's not really crazy for collectors to do that. It's also a fun pastime of mine. I like seeing different items. So I just search toys and I click just in, and I actively look. I actively look at all the listings. I've probably seen all the toys listings for the past like months. I look every single day, multiple times a day, up until what I last seen. So I see every listing that gets set under the toys listing. So I see dolls, figurines, all types of stuff. Now, Myscene dolls, you already know kind of, if you recognize this doll, you can already tell that this is originally an expensive doll. If you want to buy this doll on the like secondhand market, like eBay and Etsy and stuff like that, Poshmark, she usually goes for a lot. Myscene dolls usually go for a lot in general, because actually I'm not sure why. I guess us as collectors just deemed Myscenes as like an expensive or rare doll line, so they usually go for quite a bit. Now, I gotta double check because I'm not sure. I only paid $20 for her, which is actually really good, especially the condition she's at. She's great condition. The seller said she already washed her hair and everything. She's not dirty. She's very clean. I'll probably just clean her again because I'm like that. I'm a neat freak. Like I'm a clean freak. But yeah, she's in gorgeous condition. Look at her face. This is Myscene Bling Bling Barbie, otherwise known as Kennedy. So they changed her name throughout Myscene. I think she originally was Barbie. When I was a kid, she was Barbie. But then they changed her name to Kennedy. But yeah, she's in great condition. The Bling Bling line is my favorite Myscene line. I had Bling Bling Madison. I loved her. I had her up until my early 20s, and then I donated her to some family friends. Not really close family friends, but people my dad knew anyways. I regretted it, but I'm still happy that I made them happy. But I had her for a long time. This line is stunning. It has lots of bling. That's why I was trying to, like, you know, we got a lot of icy bling. There's a line called Myscene Icy Bling. They do have an icy bling line. I've actually seen her on Poshmark, Madison, and they were originally asking like $60 for her, but they went down to $40 and she did sell. That's a pretty good price considering, like, Myscene dolls, they can go for a good little price. Now, this is her second outfit. These are her original shoes and her original, like, what are these, knee-high socks or whatnot, leg warmers. She's got some of her bling. She doesn't have her earrings. She's missing her necklace. She doesn't have her little clutch. She doesn't have her purse as well, or her phone, but she still comes with a considerable amount. Like, this is very displayable, I think. I would like her earrings and her necklace, but I'm not crying. I'm not crying by any means. I would have preferred her first outfit. If I can ever find her first outfit, that'd be wonderful. I love her first outfit. Like she's got like a mini skirt, and then she's got this really, it's a little scandalous, but it's gorgeous. Like a halter top type of situation. And then she's got like a fur piece, like a little fur boa. Gorgeous. But I still like this second outfit. Like, I'm not complaining by any means, but I really do like the first one. So if I can ever find that, I'll be a little happy camper. But yeah, great find for $20 Canadian. That is $20 Canadian plus shipping. Shipping on Poshmark is pretty good, especially considering we're here in Canada and shipping is expensive here. So $12, it's usually about $12.49 Canadian, and some sellers can put a discount on that, but it's very reasonable for Canada. It's very reasonable. That's also why I like shopping on Poshmark, because yes, I do shop around on eBay and Etsy, but almost always the shipping is more expensive than Poshmark, almost always, and sometimes they ask for like over $30. So I tend to gravitate towards Poshmark when I'm looking for stuff. If you're Canadian, also they have a Poshmark in the US, but I'm not sure if it's the same as it is here in Canada. Like, I just feel, I don't know, I feel like it's a better deal to shop on Poshmark here in Canada as a collector because the shipping is so cheap. And I just find like it's a little more curated. Like, if you were to shop, if you were to type in toys and go just in on eBay, because I've tried to do it before, I will never have enough time to go through all those listings in one day. There are too many. But where it's Poshmark, it's a little more curated, you know what I mean? So it's easier to look through everything and make sure you see everything. So that's why I like it. But a downside lately, I don't like complaining that often, but I'm gonna complain about this. Poshmark, if you're watching, your promoted listings are annoying. Very annoying. They make collectors like me, our jobs harder, much harder, because before I could just go down the list and look at, oh, okay, last I seen was this listing. I remember the last listing I've seen, or around that range. But now with their promoted stuff, they are promoting closets and they just put promoted listings while you're scrolling. They'll put several in like a bunch. So now you're scrolling through so much more than you normally would scroll through because they're putting in old listings. These are old listings that they're promoting. They're not just new. They're not new. I searched toys new listing just in, but they're lying. It's not new. They're just promoting it. So it's annoying. And honestly, I don't think it's going to help the sellers that much because I never click them. Honestly, it irritates me a little bit more anyways, and it makes me want to not click them. Because every time you click them, they get like an incentive or something, and that's why they're doing it. But yeah, anyways, rant aside, if you shop on Poshmark and you've been wondering, why do I keep seeing these promoted listings? I did a little bit of research. It's something they can do, and it's something the US one has been doing, but I don't think the Canadian one was doing yet. I know the US one was doing it for like at least a year now, I think, and Canada wasn't, and now it is, unfortunately. It annoys me, oh my gosh. Anyways, that's enough rambling for today. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider leaving a like, a comment, subscribing if you haven't already. That's it for this video, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye!